Hello, welcome to the session on reality check for strategy on vectors and 3D. I'm so happy to get this video because this reality check will give you confidence to who have prepared already vectors and 3D. Will give hope to who have decided to follow the strategy and prepare vectors and 3D. Here I have considered recent 2 years, 2018 and 2019 JEE advanced papers. I thought it's better to consider recent paper instead of picking up from old papers as my choice. In order to reduce the duration of this video, I am providing handwritten solutions for explanation. Let's start with the 2019 questions. Here the first question is, let A bar is equal to 2I cap plus J cap minus K cap. B bar is I cap plus 2J cap plus K cap. Be two vectors, consider vector C bar is equal to alpha A bar plus beta B bar, where alpha beta are two real numbers. If the projection of C bar on vector A bar plus B bar is 3 root 2, then the minimum value of C bar minus A cross B dot C equals 2. This is a numerical type question from 2019 question paper. So once you observe, when you apply this, projection of C bar on vector alpha plus A bar, where C bar with alpha A bar plus beta B bar. C bar is expressed in terms of alpha beta. This is a direct question. If you directly apply C bar, you can get an expression in terms of alpha and beta when you use a projection of C bar on vector A bar plus B bar will give a relation between alpha and beta, right? So completely, then you will get a quadratic expression. That is general procedure. But the easiest way here is here C bar is perpendicular to, you observe one point here. C bar is perpendicular to A bar cross B bar. So what they are asking, minimum value of C bar minus A cross B dot C, that is nothing but C dot C. That means we have to find the square of the magnitude of the vector C bar. But from the first condition, projection of C bar on A cross B, A plus B is 3 root 2. If you apply projection formula, C bar dot A plus B by modulus of A bar plus B bar is equal to 3 root 2. So that is nothing but mod C bar mod A cross B cos theta by mod A plus B is equal to 3 root 2. So finally what we can say, mod C is equal to 3 root 2 by mod cos theta. What is the minimum value of 3 root 2 by mod cos theta? When cos theta is 1, it gives the minimum value. So that means mod C is always greater than or equal to 3 root 2. In order to get the minimum value, that is a 3 root 2. The square of this magnitude is 18. So now you tell me, what do you say about this question? Whether it is elementary, easy or straightforward or medium level, higher level application. You decide. Now let's move on to the next question. The second question. The lines are given by R bar is equal to lambda I bar. 3 lines are given. These 3 lines cuts the plane x plus y plus z equal to 1 at the point ABC respectively. The area of the triangle ABC is delta. Then the value of 6 delta square. So in this process, in order to get the point of intersections, usually we write general point on these lines. In the first equation, first line, general point is lambda 0 0, the second one mu 0, third one v. So these are the point of intersections. These lines are having point of intersection A, B, C with the given plane x plus y plus z equal to 0. When I substitute for A lambda 0 0, y would get lambda equal to 1. So that means capital A is 1 0 0. If you substitute second point, then it gives us B, that is 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 0. Third one, V plus V equal to 1. So that is 3V equal to 1. Then you get C as 1 by 3, 1 by 3, 1 by 3. So that means you got all the 3 points A, B, C. You want a triangle area of triangle ABC. So whatever method you follow, so that's all. So the calculation, it's just a calculation part. So then it gives us 6 delta square is equal to 3 by 4. So this is the second question in JEE 2019 advanced paper. Now let's move on to the third question. In third question, again 3 lines are given: lambda I k plus mu j r bar equal to I bar plus j bar plus v k r. So in this case are given for which points Q on L2 and we find a point P on L1 and a point R on L3, so that PQ are collinear. So that means Q is a point and the second line, the line passing through Q is meeting L1 and L2 at P and R. PQ are collinear. So we need to find out these points. So in this case, again we write general points on the given two lines, lambda I. So that means lambda 0, 0. So the second one, I term is not present. So then it is 0, mu and 1. And the third one, 1, 1, v. 1, 1, v. So what they have given, PQR collinear. When PQR collinear, PQ bar, QR bar, PR bar are also collinear or parallel. Now I would find DRS of PQ bar. So DRS of PQ bar, 0 minus lambda, mu minus 0, 1 minus 0. And similarly for QR and PR, x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1. It's convenient if we write a three-dimensional geometry. So that's a vectors to three-dimensional conversion is happened in this solution. So after that, these lines are parallel. So then like components are in the ratio, same ratio. So I have written. So can you observe if lambda equal to 0? What would be happen? This is 0 and 1 by v never be 0. It is not possible. If lambda equal to 1 in this second case, then what would happen? This is a 0, right? But this is equal to 1. It's a finite value. So these are the two major considerations in order to answer this question. So B and D are not correct. B and D are not correct. So why? Because mu equal to 0. When mu equal to 0, your point will be 0, 0, 1. 0, 0, 1 means a k bar. Mu equal to 1. So our point is Q is 0, 1, 1. So that is k cap plus j cap. So B and D are not correct. In order to verify A and C, you solve completely these equations for the values of lambda or mu. So this is the second question. Third question. Now coming to the fourth one. In the fourth question, this is a little bit lengthy. So it needs a mechanical calculation, not more logical or applications. L1, L2, 2. Denote the two lines. Two lines are given. Now L3 is a line which is perpendicular to both L1 and L2 and cuts both of them. Then which of the following options describes L3? Right. So in this case, what we can say, if you observe the options 2i cap plus 2j cap minus k cap, again second option is also having third and fourth. So that means this is a mechanical calculation. Everybody knows in order to find a vector which is perpendicular to the two given vectors is nothing but the cross product of these two vectors. So that means in all options are having the same, so there is no need to find. So that has to be this 2i cap plus 2j cap minus k cap is the cross product of parallel to the cross product of these two vectors. So just I need to find out in order to write the line equation. So as we know, r bar is equal to a bar plus lambda b bar. R bar is equal to a bar plus lambda b bar. So here b bar is 2i cap plus 2j cap minus k cap. So in this case, what I do, so this is L1 and L2. I write general point on L1, general point on L2. So afterwards, what do you say? The line AB bar is perpendicular to L2 as well as L1. So then what do you do? So we apply the condition DRS of AB bar is perpendicular to L1. If you apply the condition A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2 0, then lambda is equal to, so luckily the mu got cancelled. In order to make a much easier calculation, they made in such a way that the mu get cancelled. So the lambda equal to 1 by 9. When lambda is equal to 1 by 9, A is 8 by 9, 2 by 9, 2 and 2 by 9. Similarly, AB bar is perpendicular to L2. If you apply, then you would get mu. Mu is a 4 by 9, 2 by 9, minus 2 by 9, 4 by 9 is the second point. So these are the two options, the first and second options. So with these 2 points, A and B. Then coming to C, what we have to do? We have already 1 point. Why? Because in the line, a parallel vector, it's okay. So the point can be any point on the line. There are infinitely many points on the line. So that's why I'm telling you, this question as a repetitive task. One must be careful with the numerical errors. So now coming to the C, this can be any point. So we have already 1 point A and another point B. Let us substitute A in this equation. If this R bar minus A bar is parallel to T times of B bar, then it would be the right answer. So I substitute R bar is equal to A. R bar minus A bar is equal to TB bar. So R bar is equal to first point, and the option C, if you substitute option C, 2 by 3, 0 minus 1 by 3, I would get 2 by 9, 2 by 9 minus 1 by 9, which is a parallel to the given B bar. So C is also correct. So coming to the option D, that is not at all correct. So R bar, so that vector, either A bar or B bar are not parallel to that B bar. So that means option D is not correct. So these are the 4 questions from 2019. So now let's move on to the 2018 questions. In 2018 questions, this is a question on cube OP, OQ, OR of length 1 along the x-axis, y-axis, z-axis respectively. Origin is one of the vertex, and S 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2 be the center of the cube, the midpoint of the diagonal. T be the vertex of the cube opposite to origin O, such that S lies on the diagonal OD. So SP, SQ, SR, ST are respectively represented by P bar, Q, vector R and vector T. Then we need to find this vector product of the 4 vectors. So with the diagram, if you understand this point, what they have given, this is OP bar, OQ bar, OR bar. So these are the 3 vectors. In this case, S is the midpoint of this OT. S is the midpoint of this OT. Right. So S is given as 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2. So you can find out very easily SP bar, SQ, SR, ST. Right. So afterwards, just cross product. Just cross product. Here just I am explaining the gravity of the question so that you will get an idea how the questions are coming out. What is the gravity of the question? How to match our preparation with the real questions of JEE. So in this question you can find out very easily the cross product of these vectors. Either you can use the scalar triple product form, or directly we can find cross product of vector P and Q, R and T, again the cross product of those 2 resultants. Okay, so just if you understand the question, you can directly get the answer of this. Now coming to the second question. The second question from the 2018 is, let P be a point in the first octant whose image Q in the plane x plus y equal to 3. That is, the line segment PQ is perpendicular to the plane x plus y equal to 3, and the midpoint of PQ lies in the plane x plus y equal to 3, lies on the z-axis. Let the distance of P from the x-axis be 5. If R is the image of P in the xy plane, then the length of PR. So if you observe the question clearly, the most easiest way is Q is a point on Z axis, that means 0, 0, alpha. So P is the image of Q or Q is the image of P. So vice versa you can apply. Instead of taking Q is the image of P, let us take P is the image of Q. Then our calculation will be more easy. P is the image of Q. I will find out the P. So if we apply the relation of image at the given point with respect to the plane h minus x1 by a equal to k minus y1 by b is equal to L minus z1 by c is equal to minus 2 times of ax1 plus by1 plus c minus d by a square plus b square plus c square. When it is applied, directly we got 3, 3 alpha. So just if you shift, instead of p to q is the image of p, apply p is the image of q. So in this case, afterwards, distance from x-axis is 5 units. So that is a 9 plus alpha square is equal to 25. Alpha is plus or minus. So P is 3, 3, 4. R is, since it is in the first quadrant, the second one is 3, 3 minus 4. So then what is the distance between P and R? That's just 8 units. Okay. So based on image. Next, third one. In third question, there are two vectors. Two unit vectors which are perpendicular, and C bar is a new vector which is a combination of A, B and A cross B, whose magnitude is 2 units. It is inclined at same angle with both A bar and B bar. Then find the value of 8 cos square alpha. So this is the given information. C bar is, let us make a dot product with A bar, C dot A. We would get x is equal to 2 cos alpha. Similarly, C dot B, that is again 0, then you would get y. Not 0, C dot B, magnitude of C, that is a 2 times of cos alpha is equal to y. We need mod C square, magnitude of C. So when I apply C dot C, I came to now 4 times 4 cos square alpha mod A plus B square plus magnitude of A cross B square. Then as we know, A plus B, A and B are mutually perpendicular vectors. This is just sum of the squares of this magnitude. That is 1 only, 1 plus 1, 2, and this is 1. So then 8 cos square alpha is equal to 3. Taking dot product on both sides by A bar and B bar. Now coming to the last question, 2018, it is a multi-conceptual question. So there are 4 individual conditions are given and 2 planes are given. The line of intersection. See, in this question, again it's a repetitive task. Some questions don't need a quality of a candidate, but possible perseverance. So this comes under that. And moreover, this question requires memory and computation rather than reasoning. Computing DRS of line of intersection is one repetitive calculation in vectors for every one. So you can directly find the cross product of DRS of normals 2, 1, minus 1 and here 1, 2, 1. So you can decide the option A. Then option B also can be decided after having this option A. Next, acute angle between. This is a fundamental formula. Angle between P1 and P2. And again, this D, P3 is the family of planes passing through this perpendicular to the line of intersection. So again, it depends on the DRS of this. So again, this is a repetitive. It's not much reasoning. It's just repetitive. It depends on your memory. So DRS of line of intersection, the most easy way what I follow, 2, 1, minus 1, 1, 2, 1, just you directly apply. So DRS 1, minus 1, 1. So A is not correct. So you can verify the B. So using the angle. So that is also not correct. Angle between direct. So P3 is passing through given point and having DRS of normal as 1 minus 1, 1. So that is Ax minus x1 plus by minus y1 plus c z minus z1. So then we will get after the distance formula. So now after observing this, just we have a glance at the 8 questions. I didn't solve completely here, just we have a glance at all the 8 points, 8 questions. Now you can decide how many questions are oddly deserve to be asked in advanced. So how many questions are simple, are easy, straightforward, more tough, and the questions which are depending on more reasoning, right? So I hope you got a clear idea about these two vectors in 3D. So now I want to tell you finally one interesting fact. So this is a JEE 2018 analysis. In this paper 1, so the 19th question, about the 19th question, is a multi-conceptual question, which is last question of our discussion. So in this question, have you noticed here, even it is a repetitive and memory based question, 33,240 students didn't attempt this question, and 49,117 students gave wrong response. Correct response only 30,000 students. Partial correct, only one partial correct, that is a 42, maybe angle between the planes, 42,000. So unattempted 21%, wrong responses 31%, correct response percentage only 19%. Have you noticed these are 250,000 students? Out of this, these are, you can say, they came up to the JEE advanced level, but only 19% of the students gave the correct response. And coming to the 48, 48 means that 8 cos square alpha question. So how many students? Only 14.5 students. That is also most repetitive a process for every student who prepare for JEE exam. So the taking dot product on both sides by A bar and B bar. So only 14%. So now next, coming to the paper 2, this is the question number 48. The length of PR. The question length of PR question. The length of PR question only 11.1%. Students gave correct response 11.1. And coming to the 49, so that is a cube question. Magnitude of P cross Q cross R cross T. It's just a direct question. Every point, if you just draw the diagram of the cube, you can write all the points easily. We can make the cross product of the 4 vectors, but only 14% of the students gave correct response to that questions. So that means our strategy factors in the examination are, even you have done so many questions, you are very good at all those concepts, there are certain factors which influence you in the examination hall. So, but when you make a strong strategy of your own, if you make the chapter more friendly, if you make a more in-depth analysis by your own, definitely you will get success in this chapter.